Another provincial mages guild head lies extinguished at my feet. The pattern is becoming predictable. Authority is granted without discernment, and the result is always the same. Tynakos proved no exception. He hoarded soul gems as curiosities, mistaking possession for mastery, and now his own essence rests among them, unremarked and without distinction. There is a certain elegance in that outcome. Recovering the souls I had previously secured for him was corrective. Misallocated resources returned to proper stewardship. His collection lacked intention. Mine does not. I will return to Narsis. My aptitude can no longer be dismissed, and Ondusi will have little choice but to acknowledge the result. Recognition is a useful intermediary step, nothing more. In time, they will all arrive at the same conclusion, just before the ash.
Hello, and welcome back to some more Morrowind with Alaric, Casimir Corvain. And I am super excited for today because it's finally, after a long time coming, the day we finish, or at least continue, the Narsis Mages Guild. Wow, that's weird. With the chameleon, I don't actually have a head under this mask. Yeah, we started the Narsis Mages Guild quite a while ago, but we're not able to continue it past a certain point because we were not a high enough rank. Now we are a high enough rank. We're actually in Narsis right now. We're in our home. Before we leave, though, I wanted to show the 2 grand soul gems that I got. Both Yathosil, the huge Daedric spider we captured, and Paraduma, the Drew queen we captured from, or at least 4 Nachos. So yeah, those are ours now. He didn't actually drop them. I had to essentially resummon those enemies and fight them again and recapture their soul. So I feel like I kind of earned it. Man, you guys need to clean this up. It's like all you do is stand around and wait for me to clean stuff up. You're the worst servants ever. Oh, I'm so excited. We're finally... Get out of here. We're finally going to continue these quests. I hear you've been keeping busy, wizard. I've heard nothing but positive things. That's good, because I've killed the people who would have said negative things about me. Duties. I'm sure that in your prior duties, you took notice of the anomalies around the guild hall. Nothing is working as it should be. Yes, it was a while ago, but I do remember that. I believe I owe you an explanation. Have you ever heard of the spell Passwall? This spell allowed its user to travel short distances through doors and walls. Hence the name. It was killed by the anti-magic field that was created in High Rock after the warp in the west. Archmage Isadora and I were working with the Balrog to discover the spell when she vanished. My working theory is that she did find the spell, but when she did, she also made contact with an anti-magic anomaly. I have an idea of how to find her, but will need a personal artifact of hers to do it. Where could I get one of those? I've received a package from Archibald Venny in Old Ebonheart the other day. It had this inside, and a letter explaining that it appeared on their teleportation pad. They magically traced it back to here. It's Ysadora's. I need you to bring this hat to the Dremora Lord Mhas Vathor. He makes his home at Alta Vathor, a Daedric shrine in the Coronati Basin. Lord Mhas will be able to use the hat to find Ysadora. He'll probably ask you to do something for him. Do it. We need the Archmage back as soon as possible. What if what he asked me to do is to kill the Archmage? Should I still do it? Tell me about him. Lord Mhas is unusual for a Dremora Lord, especially one as powerful as he is. He prefers quiet study over the politics of the Oblivion Realms. Aside from a brief stint away 30 years ago, he rarely leaves Alta Vathor. Lord Mhas is a master of the arcane sciences. You might know some of his spells, Mhas's Vengeance and Mhas's Fortress. I wish I did, those sound like cool spells. If Archmage Ysadora is out there somewhere, Lord Mhas will be able to find her. You can count on that. Where is Alta Vathor? It is a small shrine to Azura on the eastern bank of Lake Coronati. To get there, start in Sadrathim. I don't know how to get to Sadrathim, but sure. Take the road northwest out of town and keep straight at the crossroads just after the bridge. Take the first right after the crossroads. Alta Vathor is off the trail just to that east of there. before the Vathor Tower. Tell me about the Archmage. The Archmage disappeared while she was working to rediscover the spell Passwall. I don't know where she is. That's what I'm sending you to find out. Okay. Tell me about the Balrog. The device is vitally important for our work here, but it is temperamental. Tell me about Passwall. Passwall is a short distance teleportation spell that's commonly used to pass through doors and walls. It was made usable during the warp in the west. Isadora went missing during an attempt to bring it back. So I think if you are on the vanilla engine, you can actually learn the spell, but because we're on OpenMW, we cannot. Sag. Okay, start in Sadrathim and head northwest. Do I know where Sadrathim is? Yeah. And then head northwest. Okay. Probably get there by boat. That's fine. Let's just go from the rooftop and float down, I suppose. All right, now that we are here, I think we just need to follow this road to the bridge. We've actually walked down this road before. Isn't that? Yeah, there's that guy who's asking for help that we never helped. Screw him. I think we had to raid that ancestral tomb for something. But yeah, we're going to keep going straight. I think I actually see the Vathor Tower she was mentioning over here. Keep going straight at the crossroads. Take the first right after that crossroads. The first right. This over here, maybe? Oh, I mean, there's a Daedric Ruin. Yeah, that's probably it. That wasn't too hard. Is this it? Alta Vathor. Yes, awesome. Are there going to be hostile Daedra on the way? Maybe. Let's take some of his stuff first, though. He doesn't need it. Well, his stuff's not very good. You only have journeyman? You suck. Guess I'll take your soul gems, though. You don't need those. An exquisite amulet, always nice. I was going to enchant some stuff. Ooh, pretty good scrolls. I was going to enchant some stuff with those souls we got, but I kind of wanted to wait because I want to get your guys' opinions on some good enchantments to make. I asked my Discord for some, but if you guys have any other ideas, I think the ones that we decided on, let me pull up the list really quick. Yeah, so the 2 rings that I wrote down here is a ring to fortify our acrobatics by a couple hundred so we can jump really far, and then a ring of levitate, just so we don't have to rely on this crappy levitate spell anymore. And I think I also had an idea for just a damage ring that reduces their weakness to cold or fire or shock or something, and then does a bunch of damage. Something like that, just so we have an ace in the hole. But if you guys have any other ideas for good rings to enchant stuff with, let me know. It doesn't have to be a constant effect one, although if you have a good idea for a constant effect enchantment, let me know that too. Right now, we just have Kavatra's soul, fortifying our intelligence, as one of our rings, and then just like a random ring. So we don't have anything like permanent. We do have the Black Star Pendant, which does constantly restore our health, so that's probably the best we're going to get when it comes to a necklace. I don't think I'd ever change that out unless maybe it was for the Necromancer's Amulet. But yeah, if you have any ideas, let me know. Also, it's kind of interesting he doesn't consider any of these stealing, so I'm going to take his stuff. I do like that little symbol that appears when you highlight books you haven't read. It lets me know what books I actually have. I really like that. This guy's got a lot of skill books, holy crap. And anything else? Yes. Faith, Folk, and all 3 volumes. Nice, I'll take all those. He's a generous guy, I guess. Servant Skull, Spear of Bitter Mercy. There's a short inscription in some sort of cipher, followed by these lines. Spear of Bitter Mercy, lightning in the hand, my point bites deep. I end the chase, even the mightiest are unmade by my touch. I think that's an actual weapon you can get, right? List of noble artifacts, interesting. Arcane contrivances, sure. We can open this with telekinesis. Nothing. I actually think that went off on us. The Warrior's Charge, Conjuration 96. We just got like 4 conjuration levels from this guy's book. What a nice fella sharing it with us. Let's get this open. All the other ones have been empty. Yeah. Shrine. Okay. What's up? Now that I've robbed you. Actually, let me take that soul gem. You don't need it. And this potion of heroism. Wow, that's a really good one. I already know who you are, mortal, and why you're here. You've stolen all my books. You've lost something and won it back. The Archmage Isadora Bellet. Let us discuss. Oh, he's an enchanter and a spellmaker. That's cool. Who are you? I am Mhas Vathor, a lord of Clan Dremora. Should I deem you no more than that, you will. Okay. What's going on with her? You want me to find your lost Archmage. Archmage, Archmage. I can never decide. And you have her hat. I know this. Give the hat to me. I will find her, but it will take time. In that time, you will go to the catacombs in Narsis. When you are there, you will trap the soul of a spirit called Saharkon Volnir in this gem and bring it back to me. Once that is done, I will tell you where your Archmage is. Now, go. He did me a great wrong and has yet to apologize. If his soul were trapped, I can make him do so. Now go and get it. Oh, he takes after us, or we take after him, because that's like half of what Mordecai does is trap people in souls and torment them for all eternity. I kind of want to check out the shrine, see what's going on down here. Ooh, Winged Twilights are kind of scary. Let's get our absorb health out so we can sustain any damage we take. Maybe we should just get a Storm Atronach out too. We could, if I'm quick enough, get a Soul Trapper, right? Or do we have any Grand Soul Gems? Yeah, we do. Let's Soul Trapper. Need to do that more. Nice. How much are Winged Twilights? 60,000. That's pretty good. Are these people gonna be hostile? We don't have any more Grand Soul Gems, so we can't Soul Trap her. It's fine. We have so many good Soul Gems right now. We should just use them to enchant our stuff. Are you hostile though? Sometimes Azura worshippers are not. Yes. I don't know you. What do you want? Oh, you sell spells. Detect enchantment. Flame bolt. That's not bad. We'll buy that. God's spark. Wow, look how much that costs. That costs 140 magicka. That's insane. Greater Storm Atronach, so it just lasts way longer. We could buy those. Lightning bolt. That's pretty good. Oh, we're out of money. Okay, well, do you have anything else? She actually has a unique spell right there. Mind Blast. Holy crap, that's an insane spell. Shock damage a ton, absorb health and intelligence. We gotta buy that, right? That's crazy. Let's mark here and maybe I'll go sell some stuff. Okay. Went back and sold some stuff, so now we should be able to buy Sigalia's Mind Blast. It costs a lot of magic, but I think this would kill most enemies. And it's in 15 feet. That's pretty crazy. And you absorb the intelligence of stuff. Would absorb intelligence give us more magicka temporarily? Maybe? I don't know how that works. Let's hotkey that for sure. Nice. All right, well, I'm excited to try that out. I guess we'll walk around, see what we can take here. She was kind enough not to attack us and sell us a good spell. Ooh, bunch of soul gems. Nice. Oh, okay. Let's try Mind Blast, maybe? Ooh, we don't have any magicka now. Oh, well, we got one potion. Okay. An untidy tale comes to a sorry end. Who said that? The Dremora? Didn't do as much damage as I thought it would. I mean, it's doing a lot, but I guess it's all at once. It's not like over time. Dang. No, it was cool. I think it'll heal us a little bit too. Costs a lot of magic, and I didn't make any magic potions, so maybe I should go do that really quick. Okay, so I went back to the house and made about 50 magicka potions. That should be enough for now. The problem is the Narsis Catacombs are immense. So unless we can ask someone here about this particular ghost, I assume it's a ghost or something. Yeah, powerful ancestral ghost. And it doesn't seem like we can. We're gonna be down here a while. Now, we've explored the catacombs before as Kalia and I think as Tiberius. So I'm not sure how much of it I'll keep in. You know, maybe I'll keep in some fighting. Sometimes I do wish they would be a little bit more descriptive with their directions, especially when you have dungeons like this that are just go on forever. Like, he could be in any room, in any chamber. I basically have to explore the whole place and hope I stumble upon the correct ancestral ghost. That might take a while, especially when Storm Atronachs are blocking my way like this. Like, even if he could give me the name of a chamber so I could look for that, because this is gonna take a while. I think I'll just cut you guys in. Of course, freaking stupid Bone Walker. They didn't make any restore strength potions, you scumbag. Yeah, I'll just cut you guys in if I find it. Yep, I just looped back around. Okay, well, this is not going well. I did stumble upon a Thresher's Lair, though. That's kind of interesting. This guy's going to murder me, but he is kind of stuck on the tunnel that he dug, so. The spell's really good. It does cost a crap load of magicka, though. I do like it. Who the heck is this? Dead guard. Is that all that's over here? Can I get up here, maybe? Kind of interested to see what's going on. Oh, no, it's a dead end. Oh, no, we can go this way. Maybe. Is this the right direction? Does this just lead out of Narsis entirely? Lost Burial. What the heck is going on here? New or hostile? Is this the burial I'm supposed to be in? Is this an unrelated burial chamber? Shield me, Storm Atronach. Do not let that thing hit me with the negative strength. Unfortunately, you guys are both too stupid to walk over here. There you go, you figured it out. I know your head is a rock, but you could be a little bit smarter. Now, don't bring him towards me, because he's going to hit me with the freaking reduced strength spell. Okay, well, yeah, I'll just cut you in. Well, I found a super powerful ghost, but I don't think it's the one we're looking for. Ancient Ancestor Ghost, no. There's some decent loot here, some gems and whatnot, and then each of these mummies has ash dust on it, which you can use for magic potions, so that's pretty nice. Okay, this area is kind of cool looking, and there's also a freaking Bone Lord right here. Let's get a Storm Atronach out. He can deal with it, right? Right. Could you please deal with it? This guy looks freaking scary. Yes, he is frightening. Why are you running away? Your job is to protect me. I think he can't fit through the door, annoyingly enough, so I'll have to resummon him. There we go. Now you can deal with it. Conjuration 98. Nice. He's this guy's resistant to a lot of stuff. Not resistant to this bad boy, though. Ah, you killed that Storm Atronach? I think I still have that friendly fire mod. So he must have just done it. Wow. Wow, failed the cast. That sucks. Yeah, this guy seems resistant to a lot of stuff, and he's also regenerating health. Dude, he just annihilated that Storm Atronach. Okay, we might have to go all out here. Let's get some good summons off and multiple of them so he can't kill them all. Let's use our Dremora one too, since their weapons, he's likely not immune to it. Why is this guy in here? Like, what's he protecting? There's nothing really going on. Just a diamond. Well, let's also get maybe a clan fear. He doesn't have weapons or spells. There you go, Conjuration 99. And a Daedroth, just for good measure. And while we're here, a Storm Matronach. That should be enough, right? Yeah, good job, guys. Just a petty soul gem. Yeah, what a strange place to put that strong of an enemy. Well, this whole area was pretty cool. Just a lost burial mound, but it's not the burial mound we're looking for, unfortunately. Conjuration 100, there you go. Another spell school maxed out. Could you fight the hunger that's right behind you and draining all my stats? Not hunger, devourer. No? Too good for me? All right, well, someone's gotta kill it because it's killing me. And it's resistant to like all my magics, so. Yeah, Conjuration 100, that is our second school of magic we've maxed out. What's left? Destruction, illusions at 31. Restoration's at 39. Yeah, I don't use those as much as I should. It's so much easier just to summon minions or, oh my gosh, I found a whole clan of Devoured Daedra. That's not good. It's just a lot easier to summon stuff and deal damage than to frenzy or try to do other weird things with illusion and restoration. Is absorb health restoration? No, it's mysticism, so not even getting anything from that. Man, these guys are tough. Gonna have to use some more of my magic potions. I'm burning through them. I'm glad I made them. Some difficult enemies down here. I feel like the dual summon Dremora is actually one of our best spells. Because enemies like usually aren't resistant to weapons like they are with spells, so getting 2 Dremora out that can just hit like regular enemies instead of trying to cast stuff, pretty dang good. Plus they're just tanky. I like that about them too. Okay, well, we found a shrine to Mehrunes Dagon, or is that Malakath? I have a hard time telling them apart. One of them, the axe kind of makes me think it's Malakath. Oh no, it's Boethiah. Maybe. Based on that book, it's Boethiah. Okay. We'll grab this, open this. I mean, this is cool stuff, but yeah. Still not what we're looking for. Boethiah makes a lot more sense. They wouldn't have a shrine to like Malakath down here or Mehrunes Dagon. Well, that's another avenue. I feel like I'm not even in the right place right now. It did say Narsis Catacombs, right? It didn't say Necrom Catacombs because I did that before. Day 60 of being in the Narsis Catacombs. I still haven't found what I'm looking for. Supplies are running low. Magic potions are all being used up. I won't survive in here much longer. I pray to the tribunal that I find the soul I'm looking for. Yeah, right. Alaric would never pray to anybody, except maybe himself. If he could worship himself, he'd probably do it. I've been in here so long. I don't know where to go. It just keeps going in all these different directions that lead to nothing. Well, they lead to good loot, but, you know, not what we're looking for. This is a pretty big ghost. I don't know if it's the one we're looking for, though. Let's use Mind Blast. Sick of using the crappy spells. It annihilates my magicka, but it annihilates the enemies too, so kinda worth. Ooh, a glass dagger. Ooh, that actually genuinely frightened me. This is the first one that actually has gotten up and moved too. That's spooky. Some crappy darts, some gold I'll take, skulls I'll take. A chest, nice. This place looks pretty cool. I like that it's kind of like a sunken ruin like this. Even if it is full of ghosts. Ooh, why are you resistant to magic? Are you the guy we're looking for? Maybe. You know, now that I'm thinking about it, okay, we have 1 grand soul gem. Did he give us that, or did we just pick it up and steal it from him? I don't know. I was gonna say, we might need a good, powerful soul for this. Let's soul trap it, just in case. Yeah, he's resisting our magic. That's not good. We need to get some more reliable spell casting here. Ooh, there's 2 of them. Okay, well, what's this guy's name? Sakarhan Volnir. Well, hopefully one of them is the one we're looking for. You have trapped a soul. The Wraith of Arla Hlalu. Okay, that's not what we wanted. And the other one's dead too. You have a Daedric dagger and a Daedric club. Okay, well, we just captured some random Hlalu ghost. That's not who I wanted, but I guess it works. We're going to sell the Daedric stuff to this lady. It's pretty dang heavy. She's not really giving us a good price, huh? While we're here, and since we have some pretty good bonuses, I'm going to level up. Let's do speed, endurance, and personality. It's actually not too bad at all. Going to go take care of my needs as well. Okay, now that we are all nice and refreshed, I also bought some more grand soul gems from the mage lady we're working for. Anusa? What's her name? Andusi, yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, she always sells grand soul gems. Really, really handy when you're constantly using them like us. This is some pretty dang good loot. I'm not going to take the ebony, but I'll take everything else. Yeah, crappy little ghost. There's also, ooh, the Janus Heart Plate. Fortify health 10 to 50 and feather 50 to 75. That's pretty dang good. And you get a helmet. And you get an ebony longbow. And a Daedric greatsword. Holy crap, okay, this was worth it. 3rd family signet ring. Grand soul gem. Might have to drop stuff off again. Pretty sure I just summoned something behind me. Daedric greatsword, yes. Tell you what, sir, I'll be right back. Let me go drop this off, okay? All right, I'm back. We can fight, and by fight, I mean you can fight my nonsense while I pelt you from a mile away. He is also resistant to magic. That's not good. See, this is why you need a conjuration, so you can just beat him up the old-fashioned way, since he's resistant to all my stuff. Also get a winged twilight. Oh, he's dead. Okay. Nice. He can keep his crappy staff. Wow, there's even some glass over here. Just in case all that ebony wasn't enough for you. So, this is a cool area, for sure. It's still not what we're looking for, though, so I'll keep you in here because this place is pretty cool. Ooh, I like these plants and the fish. Could you guys kill the single slaughterfish? There you go. I dropped off all my swift swim stuff, or we used it last time, but I do still have that water breathing helmet, so we'll switch to that. Makes the game very dark, though, without our night eye. I can barely see right now. That's not worth it. Rather have the night eye. Okay. What's the... Oh, okay, it keeps going. I was gonna say, what's the point of this? Get some more water, go back down. I feel like we're going to a lot of cool places, but none of them are the right one. This is supposed to be the Narsis Mages Guild video, and yet here I am, still in the catacombs. I've been in here for like 45 minutes, so, you know, it's cool. I'm glad we're here. I figured we would have found it by now. This is crazy. This is one of the biggest dungeons they've ever made, right? I feel like it has that claim, or it's at least up there. There's so many different routes and paths you can take. I'd believe it. It almost reminds me a little bit of the Tribunal dungeons, where they're just expansive. This is kind of weird. We can, well, who the heck is this? Nobody. We can float up, I guess. Maybe. And I'm immediately met with a Greater Bonewalker who manages to pull off a spell to reduce my strength. Gotta love it. And he got me again, I think. Maybe he got the Storm Matronach. You stay far away from me. I do not want to go back to heal again. Okay, there's something going on this side too. Can't still make the jump. Grand Soul Gems, always nice. Dang, dude. It just keeps going. Knew you're gonna come alive. I'm kind of having a blast, to be honest. Even though I know it's not like the most entertaining to just watch me go through the catacombs killing stuff, but I'm having fun. Like I said, I'll cut out the parts that were less eventful, but at least this stuff, there's some pretty decent combat going on. These guys are pretty tough. I don't know if this is the one we're looking for, though. This kind of just looks like all the other ancestral ghosts, like the ancient ones. Like, I think he spawned in when I was looting this stuff. I don't think an NPC that you have to soul trap would do that. I don't know, though. Ebony throwing knives, nice. Okay, well, we could go that way. Or we could go this way. Okay, this looks sick. It'd be really cool if enemies started pouring out of the sides of these. Ooh, okay. I didn't even see that ghost there. Hello. This is a cool little room you got. Saharkon Volnir. Yeah, this is actually the guy we're looking for. Howdy. What brings you to me, mortal? Are you Saharkon Volnir? I'm supposed to capture your soul. Mhas Vathor sent you. Worm, you will share in my grave. Yeah? Yeah. I bet you think that, don't you? Killed like 8 of you on the way here. Let's make sure we get the soul trap off before he gets annihilated. Maybe not. He's resisting our magic. Well, old classic. What are ghosts weak to? Like, in theory. Shock doesn't seem to work on them, at least this version of them. Fire doesn't, and I know cold doesn't, so... I don't think poison does either. Did we get his soul? Yes, we did. 60,000. Nice. And just in case all of the sick loot that we've been getting wasn't enough, a Warhammer Supremacy. Absorbs fatigue and drains willpower. Not the best enchantments, but it's also still really good. Yeah, I was going to say, I assume this wakes up something. It spawned a bunch of skeletons who just shot me with an arrow. Is that what just over encumbered me? That's weird. I guess maybe it could be the massive Warhammer I just picked up. I'm trying to loot here. If you guys could screw off. Stop it. Okay. Back to looting. Well, in theory, we don't have to, like, move. We just need to pick up everything and then we can leave. Okay. Get rid of you. Grab the rest of the gold. I guess we'll take the skulls. I'm kind of collecting them at this point. We don't need the raw ebony though, it's too heavy. I think we can get out of here. I have been in here far too long. All right. Got you your soul. Your business is in the Narsis Catacombs now. Bring me the soul of Saharkon Volnir. Do you have it with you? Yes. At long last. As promised, I will tell you where your Archmage went. She successfully resurrected Passwall. However, some corruption in the spell lingered. Instead of stepping through space, she stepped outside it, to a place that has lingered there, a place outside of space. Since Passwall was last destroyed, if you were to step outside as well, it would be to your doom. but with my guidance, you could follow the Archmage. You will need to recover Passwall yourself, however, to make the first step. Outside of space, in the mortal plane, concepts such as space, time, and depth are clearly defined. I am standing here while you are standing there, but one clan of mortals, the Dremora, worked to see what was beyond those concepts. They built up a new god, a god of nothing, to reach that end. But others later laid claim to this god and put it to their own ends. The most recent of these occurrences is called the Warp in the West. The Warp killed Passwall, yes, but it also sent this place that I speak of outside of space. This is really cool. What about Saharkon? He did me a great wrong, okay, and has yet to apologize. Passwall? The original form of Passwall is lost. Your Archmage played a dangerous game trying to bring back what was left of it. I can guide you to her, but you will need Passwall. Okay. So let's go back to Narsis.
Warm greetings, Outlander. Care to peruse?
Lord Mhas told you where she is. That's wonderful news. But the bit about you needing Passwall to reach her is troubling. I may have an idea on that, though. So I am actually going to call it there for today. I spent so long in those catacombs. I don't know how long the video will turn out. It might be on the shorter side, but I kind of don't want to start another super long quest and get halfway through it and have to call it there. I'd rather just end it here, and then next time we will do the next quest on its own fresh video. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this. It was pretty fun exploring the catacombs. I felt like I was going to die in there. I had been there for so long, but some insane loot. I think I've made over like 100 grand in potential items to sell in there. Lots of Daedric, lots of ebony, some unique armor. I would have loved to have found that ebony cuirass as Tiberius. That would have been nice. Anyways, if you made it this far and enjoy this content, consider liking and subscribing if you have not already, as it does help the channel immensely. Other than that though, thank you for watching and peace out. As for the rest of us, I'm going to read something on the shorter side, I think, just because I've been recording for quite a while now. We got this from the Drew Grotto. I wanted to read it. The Case Against Human Edibles. It sounds interesting. That this substance, which foreign traders would not liken to scuttle, comes not from the flesh of any beetle, nor is it derived from the vegetation of foreign soils, which being unknown to Dremora, they have incorrectly assumed it to be the origin of these foods. That they are in truth made of suckling water, which Irvis the Elder in his thoroughness has taken the time to note is foul and sickening to grown myrrh. That the continued consumption of it is yet known to be wildly practiced in the outlands, the meekness of those inhabitants is well reflected, and that their magi substitute it for blood and sacrifice to their false gods. That great quantities of it are required so that those humans not able to provide it themselves steal it from their beasts and herd beasts, which they do by fondling the teats of the beasts to coax out the liquids. That the humans then pour it in shitten or urinal satchels. One must like to drink piss who eats this fare, which accounts for the shape and smell of the foods. What am I reading right now? That whoever has been by curiosity carried past the preceding facts will find it now newly assaulted, learning that those liquids are not only allowed to rot, but encouraged to do so, which is done by the addition of sour leaves or saps or seeds or certain other substances alike looking, here not named. That this convinces some of the liquid to coagulate and clot like blood, and that this is taken from the remaining liquid, which is fed to swine beasts, which as Ordoolane's bestiary reveals resemble orc beasts with the bloodless skin of men. I mean, it's talking about pigs there, but that such treatment is well indicative of what worth is held by those foul-smelling ingredients, the worst of which it is said do not survive crossing into Morrowind, CV be praised. Is it talking about cheese? I think it's talking about cheese. The Case Against Human Edibles. It's against food from Cyrodiil and High Rock and Skyrim. I think he's talking about cheese. That this element, the humans call it in their language mold, oh yeah, is used in many of their foods, which should therefore be avoided entirely. That's kind of a funny concept that Dunmer might be lactose intolerant. This is written by Cook and Mournhold for the benefit and education and safeguarding of discerning Dunmer, as informed by the true testimonies of learned scholars and explorers. That's pretty funny. Substance likened unto scuttle. Yes, so I guess cheese. The crap we get from beetles is delicious. Cheese is disgusting. It makes sense from their perspective. That is so random. For some reason, because we found this in the Drew Hive, I think, or the Grotto, I thought this would be about the case against eating humans. Like humans are the edible thing. But no, it's cheese. That's pretty funny. Anyways, if you stuck around for the short little reading about cheese, I appreciate you. Thanks for watching and peace out.